Doston, imagine this. You're in a place that's both familiar and strange, where time seems to stand still. The world outside continues, but for you, everything is paused. You open your eyes, but everything is blurry. Shapes move in the distance, but you can't quite make out who or what they are. The ceiling above you is just a hazy patch of light. There's a faint, rhythmic beeping to your left. It's the only thing that tells you you're still here, still alive. The sound is both comforting and haunting. You try to move, but your body feels impossibly heavy. It's as if you're trapped underwater, every muscle refusing to listen. You try to call out, but no sound comes. Your lips move, but your voice is lost somewhere deep inside you. This isn't a horror film. It's the reality for someone slowly emerging from a coma. For them, every second is a struggle between hope and fear. The room is always the same. Pale walls, blinking machines, and a warmth beside you. A hand holding yours. A voice telling you stories. Sometimes you catch fragments of conversations or the gentle squeeze of a loved one's hand. You want to respond, to let them know you're still here, but your body won't obey. You're locked inside, screaming silently for someone to notice. It's the ultimate lockdown, inside your own mind. You're aware, but powerless, a silent observer in your own life. Every flicker of an eyelid, every twitch of a finger becomes a monumental victory. These tiny movements are your only way to fight back, to show the world you're still fighting. It's a journey into the unknown, a battle fought with sheer will and the love of those waiting by your side. Their hope becomes your anchor, their voices your guide. So what is this strange, silent world? Is it a prison or a place of healing? The answer isn't simple. Is it just a long sleep or something far more complex? What happens inside the mind when the body is still? Let's dive deep into the fascinating world of the coma, where science, mystery, and the human spirit collide in ways we're only beginning to understand. So, what is a coma? It's a word we often hear in movies or news reports, but what does it really mean for the person and their family? Think of your brain as the CEO of your body, constantly making decisions, sending instructions, and keeping everything running smoothly, 24/7 without a break. Now imagine a massive power cut at headquarters. Suddenly, all the lights go out, computers shut down, and only the most essential systems are left running. That's a coma, not just sleep, but the brain's emergency low power mode to protect itself from further harm. It's a drastic measure, like pulling the plug to prevent a bigger disaster. Like a smartphone with a system error, the brain shuts down non-essential services to focus on repairs. It's prioritizing survival, putting all its energy into the most basic functions. Unlike sleep, you can't be woken by noise, touch, or even pain. The usual ways we wake up just don't work, no matter how hard someone tries. The brain's activity drops to the bare minimum, just enough to keep the heart beating and lungs breathing. Machines may help with these tasks, but the brain is still in control of the basics. It's a state of profound unconsciousness, deeper than any sleep you've ever experienced. There are no dreams, no awareness, just silence inside the mind. The person is alive, but completely unaware of themselves or their surroundings. They can't respond, move, or even open their eyes on their own. So, a coma isn't death or just deep sleep. It's the brain's emergency stop button, a last resort to prevent further damage and give itself a chance to recover. It's a sign that something serious has happened, but also that the body is fighting to heal. Families wait, hope, and support, while doctors monitor every sign of improvement. Understanding this is the first step to appreciating the incredible journey of recovery. Every small response, every movement is a sign of progress and hope. Let's see what's really happening inside the brain during a coma and how science is helping us unlock its mysteries. Let's get a bit more scientific. To truly understand what happens in a coma, we need to look inside the brain and see how its different parts work together, much like a complex city. Imagine your brain as Mumbai, a sprawling city with unique neighborhoods, each responsible for a different function. Some areas handle memory, others control movement, and some keep you alert and aware. The consciousness's area is like the Bandra Worli ceiling, a vital bridge connecting your awareness to the rest of your mind. Without it, the city's flow is interrupted. The brainstem acts as the city's central station, managing the most essential traffic: breathing, heartbeat, and basic reflexes. It keeps the city running, even when other parts slow down. A coma happens when there's a major disruption, like a massive traffic jam or a sudden power failure, shutting down the city's main connections. Signals can't get through, and everything grinds to a halt. The key player here is the Reticular Activating System, or RAS. Think of it as the city's main switchboard, responsible for turning the lights of consciousness on and off. If the RAS is damaged, the brain can't wake up, even if other neighborhoods are still intact and ready to function. The city remains in darkness. To figure out what's happening, doctors use advanced tools like CT scans and EEGs. These help them see which parts of the brain are still active and which are offline. In a coma, brain waves slow down dramatically. The patterns on the EEG show that higher brain functions, like thinking, feeling, and remembering, are offline, as if the city's busiest districts have gone quiet. But the brain isn't dead. It's more like a city in lockdown, with only the most basic services running on backup generators. There's still hope for recovery. Medical treatment focuses on fixing the root cause, whether it's an injury, infection, or lack of oxygen, and restoring those vital connections that keep the city alive. It's a delicate, step-by-step process, like carefully bringing a city back to life after a blackout, making sure every system is restored in the right order. That's the science behind the silence, a complex, fragile balance that doctors work tirelessly to restore. But while the science unfolds, there's another story happening just outside the ICU, the story of the people waiting, hoping, and holding on by the bedside. Can someone in a coma hear us? Science says maybe, in a way. The ears and auditory pathways often still work, even if the CEO is offline. Studies show that familiar voices can light up parts of the brain, even in a coma. It's not full understanding, but it's a whisper of connection. That's why doctors encourage families to talk, play music, and share stories. These sounds can act as a bridge, gently guiding the brain back toward consciousness. So yes, talk to your loved one. Your voice can be a beacon in the darkness. Keep the atmosphere positive and calm. Even if you can't see it, your words might help them find their way back. It's science and hope working together. Do people in a coma feel pain? It's complicated. In a coma, the conscious mind is offline, so they don't feel pain as we do. But the body can still react to pain with reflexes, grimacing, flinching, changes in heart rate. These are automatic responses, not conscious suffering. That's why medical staff handle patients gently and give pain relief if needed. It's about compassion and dignity, treating the whole person. Families should know, reflexes aren't signs of suffering. Trust the medical team. They're trained to keep patients comfortable. Focus on love, support, and hope. Do people in a coma dream? Not exactly. True dreaming happens in REM sleep, when the brain is active. In a coma, brain activity is very low. But as the brain heals, it passes through states where dreamlike experiences or hallucinations can occur. Many who recover describe hearing voices or having vivid, strange experiences. These are the brain's way of processing limited information, memories, and emotions. Such stories remind us, even when someone seems unresponsive, there's a world inside. The mind is fighting to reconnect with reality. For families, these stories are proof that their love and words matter. It's a powerful testament to the human mind's resilience. What causes a coma? Two main reasons: structural and metabolic problems. Structural physical damage like traumatic brain injury from accidents, swelling, bleeding, or stroke. If critical areas are affected, consciousness can be lost instantly. Tumors can also cause pressure and disrupt brain function. Metabolic, when the brain's chemistry is thrown off by infections, drug overdose, or severe imbalances like blood sugar or organ failure. Identifying the cause is crucial for treatment and recovery chances. Some causes, like metabolic issues, can be reversed quickly. Others, like severe injury, mean a longer, uncertain road. Each case is unique, a medical mystery to solve. Waking up from a coma isn't like the movies. It's a slow, confusing process, more marathon than sprint. Recovery happens in stages. First, a vegetative state, then a minimally conscious state. Small signs, following a command, tracking with the eyes, are huge victories. This phase can last weeks or months, requiring patience and hope. Recovery chances depend on the cause, duration, and patient's health. Some recover quickly, others face a long, uncertain journey. Incredible stories of recovery show the brain's power to heal with support and care. Waking up is just the beginning. Rehabilitation is a long road. Physiotherapy, occupational and speech therapy help rebuild life. Celebrate every milestone, no matter how small. It's a journey of resilience, love, and hope. Bollywood myths about comas are everywhere. Myth 1. The miracle cure. Instant recovery from a song or event. Reality. Recovery is slow and gradual. Myth 2. The perfectly preserved patient. In truth, long immobility causes muscle loss and other complications. Constant care is vital. Myth 3. Everyone in a coma hears and understands everything. Actually, most are in deep unconsciousness, not silent awareness. These myths put pressure on families and create false hope. The real story is about science, patience, and the brain's resilience. It's the hard work of doctors, nurses, therapists, and families that makes recovery possible. By busting these myths, we can support patients and families with real hope. Replace dramatic fiction with compassion and practical support. That's the truth, and it's more powerful than any movie.